Hi there, I'm making weight loss soap. Now, what it is basically is I'm using leftover soaps, and I'll show you in another video what it looks like. Now, this in here, you can see it now, it's melting. And weight loss soap is basically what it is like wake up soap if you want to. It has caffeine in it. What I'm using here is just leftover soap that I acquired, shaved it, throwed it in here. It's going to take a while. And I've added a little bit of coffee in it. And what I'm getting ready to add into it as this slowly cooks and melts is sugar. Sugar will help fizz up the weight loss. You're like, weight loss? So what is weight loss? What do you mean? What it is, the research has showed it what benefit of caffeine can do. So, using the caffeine helps stimulate the circulation in the body. It creates a blood flow. So in other words, what you're doing is making the fat cells start working. If you've lost a lot of weight and you have a lot of loose skin, and I have loose skin, you want to try to break it down and get it to try to lose. So you know what? I started trying and experimenting. Now, it's really more up to you on how much sugar you want it. The sugar helps fizz it up. It also helps with the scrubbing technique. So you can see here how much sugar I keep. Being of a prepper nature, when I can, I stock up on things. So I have enough sugar to last me for a while. Now the sugar, like I say, has a fizzing up technique. You don't want to get the soap too thin. You want to let it cook. You want it all to melt down as it's doing now. As you can see, it's slowly melting. You're just reusing soaps you have. You know, don't throw away any of your leftover soaps. Don't matter what kind it is. You know, if you got Irish Spring, you got some Dial, you got some lava soap, whatever it is you have that's left over for whatever reason, hold on to it, and then you just melt it down. Now, here's another little trick. Coffee grounds. Coffee grounds helps with the scrubbing principle of it. And it does work because I have done a test on it, made a big mess. So, what you're going to see here, as you can see here, there's coffee grounds in this. It is like it's a abrasive texture. It will help rub as you're scrubbing your body. The coffee grounds will disintegrate some and break down on it, but what it is, it's going to stimulate. So, you know, my problem is I've got a stomach from losing weight. It bothered me. Seemed like I could never break the fat cells down. So I said, you know what, I got to do something. I started using the coffee grounds on my face and rubbing that to stimulate it to help clean things as a test. I also poured coffee through my hair. Coffee helps with your hair growth, stimulating the particles and stuff. Now, it says if you got blonde hair, it can make it dingy. Look, if you want to dye your hair next, you want to darken it, save the coffee, pour it through your hair, then pour it again, and leave it in for about 15 minutes. So what I did is when I was taking a shower, I simply poured the coffee through my hair a little at a time, rubbing it in, left it in there while I was basically taking my shower and stuff. So you can see I got a lot of coffee grounds in my hands. So once this is done, this here is weight loss soap. It's real simple. You want to use your leftover soap bars, melt them down. You will need to cut your heat down as it melts because it will start bubbling up, but you do want to make sure it gets fairly thick. It's still awful lumpy. You don't necessarily have to have it perfect, but it's better the more you melt it, the better it's going to be in an overall mix. You just simply add a little bit of coffee at a time. Now, what you can do here, now this is not super strong coffee, but if you want to make your coffee a little bit stronger and add more caffeine in this, you can do it that way. Now, there is another little thing you can do. If you like chocolate, chocolate is a caffeine, you can add some chocolate. Now, I have cappuccino chocolate mocha. Okay, so this in here is instant, and it has, unfortunately, it does have a lot of other ingredients that you're not really fond of, but it's got non-dairy creamer, it's got corn syrup, it's got sugar in it. It's got whey in it, and you've got to read what's on here because there may be something you're allergic to in here that you, as a person, do not need. So you need to think about that. So if you want to add just a little bit of this in there, and that's what I'm going to do. I want to add just a little bit to give it a little bit more jump start because I don't have no regular instant coffee on hand right now. If I did, I'd be adding some instant coffee. If you want to add a little bit of honey into it, you can. This here has non-fat milk. It has, cocoa in it. It does have the artificial flavoring, but it has the different contains milk ingredients as it says. So you can add that into your mixture and allow it to continue to melt. So I am going to get back with you and show you later how it does once it is cooked down and dry. And I've set it a little bit. And you can use whatever you got for a mold. You can use, yogurt cup, whatever you want to use. You want to use, something small, anything. It don't really matter. It's just you're going to use it. So this is Live Prepper here, part of the Joan C series, and the DIYs part. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all, and join me in part 2.